Hey, what is up guys, this is Yusuf here from TechDroids and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. And today we are talking how to get the best graphic card for your money, to get the best price to performance from the money you spend on a graphic card. So all that's coming to you after that intro, so let's get started. So before buying a graphic card, I have a few rules, and before that, all the parts or all the graphic cards that I talk about in this video will be in the description below, so check them out and maybe buy from my links to give the channel a small kickback and help me make more videos. Now, talking about the two rules, so you need to decide your budget and the purpose. So these are the two basic rules and the basic guidelines that you need to follow to get the best graphic card. Now I'm going fast because I'm recording this video for the third time. First time the audio was messed up, second time I forgot to hit the record button, and third time I've got to go fast because I'm frustrated. Next up, let's talk a few categories that these graphic cards might appeal. So you can be someone who wants to game, you can be someone who wants to do video editing, and you can be someone who just wants a HDMI port at the back of their PC to connect their TV to the PC and enjoy maybe YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, and all those streaming services. Then you're better off getting a super cheap graphic card like a 610, 710, 730, or maybe the R7 360. All these lie between $50 to $100 and can get you 1 GB to 2 GB of GDDR5 memory. Now these are not really good graphic cards for gaming at 1080p or higher resolutions, but the R7 360 can push out some 1080p gaming at medium or low to medium settings. You can expect games like Dota 2, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, CSGO, Minecraft, Overwatch, and all those games to run 720p, 1080p, medium, low to medium settings at 60 FPS. But these cards are just to give you that port, that HDMI port you need to make that PC media center PC, and that should be more than enough. Now let's talk video editing and gaming. So for video editing and gaming, you will have to shell out a lot more than what you would on the super cheap graphic card. Now I suggest don't get super cheap graphic cards for gaming. A little bit more you can, if you can spend a little bit more money, and you will get twice or thrice the performance. Now I'm not saying that the 610, 710, 740, 730, whatever those cards are, R7 360, they are all really good cards for the money. They can push out some gaming and they might even play GTA 5 or maybe all those things, but they're not really good graphic card for gaming. You have to put down the settings a lot, you have to play at a lower resolution, and if you are someone who does not want high resolutions, high settings, get one of these and you're fine. But I'm not saying the people who have a 610 don't have a good PC. Your PC will be able to play games, but if you spend a little more, you have a more future-proof PC and you have a more powerful PC. You can expect more performance, video editing, and some gaming. So let's talk all those cards. So if you're into 1080p gaming, so 1080p to 1440p, maybe in the lower end titles that don't require a lot of power, you are looking at a budget from $150 or $120 to $200 or $250. In this range, you can get some really good graphic cards that are the best bang for the buck. So this category of cards or the category of budget will get you the best price to performance. Starting off with the RX 460. This thing is available in 2 and 4 GB of VRAM, GDDR5, and supports DirectX 12 and Mantle and True Audio from AMD. It can cost you $120 or $180 depending upon 2 or 4 gigs of VRAM, and this thing can push out 1080p to 1440p gaming, medium to high settings, with the modern AAA titles, and also with some lower end titles at 1440p like Dota 2, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, and all those titles that don't require a power. Now I'm going to address these games as some older titles, so not going to repeat their names again and again. So the RX 460 can be a safe bet if you're on a really good or tight budget and you're doing a budget PC build. This should be the card you are looking for, and this can also do some good video editing in maybe Premiere, Camtasia, or Power Director, but don't expect too much in terms of video editing, as this is not a really good video editing card, but you can push this to the limits and get some work done. Next up, we are talking some, really good gaming, good video editing, and some VR supported cards. So if you're on the Nvidia side, you can get the 1050 and the 1050 Ti in the $100 to $200 budget. But if you want to push more pixels, if you want dual monitors, triple monitors, you're looking at a budget from $300 to $400. And I won't spend more than that if you're just going to be doing some gaming video editing on my PC. I'm not going to do high-end video editing. You can do some good video editing on this budget as well, but high-end in the sense, I'm just trying to exclude the people who do a lot of After Effects or maybe want to game at 1440p to 4K at medium to ultra or max settings in the AAA titles. So the $200 to $400 price bracket is the best. Again, you will get the best price to performance again, but a little bit off as the companies try to get a little bit more margin. You are expecting the 1060 3GB variant, the 1060 6GB variant, and the 470 and the 480 4 and the 8GB variants. So these cards will get you the best VR performance, the best gaming and video editing that you can get under $400 or on a budget. So these cards can push out. The 1060 and the 470 are competitors. The 1060 6GB and the 480 8GB are competitors. So the 1060 6GB can support some good VR. The 480 8GB can do some really good VR and video editing. And I won't suggest going more than this. These cards can support up to 1080p to 1440p gaming at medium to max settings, and maybe 4K in the older titles, or maybe that titles that don't require a lot of power. Now, I don't usually recommend going over $400 as you start getting into the 1070 and the 1080, and those cards will not offer a lot of performance maybe for the money you will spend on them. So the 1070 and the 1080 have a good price gap of about $50 to $100, but the price difference does not replicate performance difference. So the 1070 and 1080 maybe have a 5 to 10% performance increase for maybe $100 of price increase. So if you really want to do some high-end gaming and high-end video editing, I suggest the 1070 is the best card you will get. The dogs are barking, can't help it. And that's been it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below with the hashtag AskTechDroids if you have any questions. Leave me some good feedback, and if you have any questions about PC building, you want some tips, I'll be sure to reply to that. Subscribe and turn on notifications that so that you don't miss out on uploads. The dogs are barking really hard now. I'll catch you guys in the next one.